What's up, ass faces? Welcome back to Lab Session 98, episode 98, Bet with Juice. Thank you guys for tuning in on this hump day. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a great afternoon so far. Before we get locked into the 9 MLB games that we have on today's slate, I would like to recap yesterday's slips because, boy, oh boy, were we close. Could have been one of those nights for us. I'll go ahead and read it off. Brian Reynolds, 1.5 total bases. We hit that live on channel. He got the double for us in that first at bat. Spencer Steer, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Finished with 1. Me and Billy were watching this freaking game live, and we kept continuing to see him getting walked. He got walked twice yesterday. Take his fantasy score, he absolutely greens out for us. But we had 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Didn't get the job done. Mr. Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt, had himself a day yesterday. I believe 2 RBIs, a double. We only needed 1 from him. He had 3 yesterday. And then Brent Rooker, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, went 0 for yesterday. What an absolute crap show. Casey Schmidt, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He had 5. I want to say he hit a home run yesterday. But yeah, 3 for 5. Not the worst, not the best. Your boys locked in today, absolutely dialed. Speaking of home runs, nobody was speaking of home runs. I was talking about, what's his name? Rooker? Not Rooker, Schmidt. Terang and Josh Jung. You guys will be on the bench for a while. You guys screwed us over out of 10 racks. But Tyler Soderstrom, Ketel Marte, Mookie Betts, all went Yabo yesterday. 3 for 5 on our home run slip. We're getting a little bit more realistic today. We only got 3 gentlemen by the name of Mr. B. Lowe, Miggy Vargas, and Ben Rice. I couldn't remember Vargas' name for a second. But former Dodger, his 7 home runs, or his, let me see. I don't want to butcher this. He has a crap ton of home runs against lefties. I just want to throw this out here real quick before I forget to mention it later. Miguel Vargas, and I think he has a crap ton of home runs at home as well. But let me just clarify. Miguel Vargas. 6 home runs at home. Listen to this. 7 home runs against lefties. Guy on the mound for Minnesota. I was going to say Twinnesota. The Minnesota Twins, Connor Prelip, the lefty. You got Vargas batting in that 3 spot behind Murakami, who also could go Yabo tonight. But my money's on Miguel Vargas. Hasn't hit one in a couple of days, I believe. I don't care about Randall Grichuk. Yeah, he hasn't hit one in about 2 days since Sunday in San Francisco, which is kind of hard to do. So, trusting Miggy Vargas here for that home run slip. But before we even jump all the way over there, we got our guys, our main guys, or our main notebook. I said only 9 games on the slip today. Shouldn't be too hard to get through. Should be pretty quick today. We don't have any NBA, so that's good. We just got to stay away from that. Rays Orioles is the first game up. First gentleman going on our slip. Let's see. Chandler Simpson, what's going on? This is good. He's on base. Simpson, that is. We got Aranda batting in the 3 spot. Jonathan Aranda. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs is what we wanted to take him for. Price Picks obviously wasn't offering that, so we had to go to his fantasy score. 5.5 fantasy score today. I could break it down real quick. A single is like 3 points. A double is 5. A steal is 5. RBI is 2 points. Triple is like, I think 10 points a triple is. And then a home run is like a lot. So, Jonathan Aranda, we got your fantasy score. This is looking good for us. Like I said, we got Chandler Simpson just got on base. And then Caminero is up to bat right now. Count is 2-1. We want him to get on base. Actually, kind of want him to get out. Let Aranda bring in Chandler Simpson, get that fantasy score for us. Next game up, you do got Angels versus Tigers. You got Jose Soriano versus Casey Mize. We're staying away from this game. Should be a pitcher's duel. And every time I trust an Angels bat, seems to fail me. So, I did have Kevin McGonigal on our notebook yesterday. We didn't take him. He got the job done, I believe, in like the first at bat. But Soriano is a different dog. He's pitching pretty good this season. So I don't see a lot of offensive props going on over there. We're staying away from it. Cubs versus Pirates. Next game up. Next gentleman going on our slip. Spencer. No, not Spencer Steer from yesterday. Different Spencer. Spencer Horowitz. Also want to take 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. But, yeah, you guessed it. Prize Picks is not letting us take his 1.5. It's like 2.5 or some other garbage. We could take him for a half. But Spencer's leading off today against Jamison Tile. Sorry, Domsky. But Cubbies are going to get belt to ass again today from the Pirates. And I think that starts with Spencer in that leadoff spot. He does have not the greatest numbers against Jameson, but I don't care. We're fading Jameson heavily today. Spencer is 2 for 8, 4 strikeouts. We're hoping his bat just stays hot because he's been on fire lately. You do got Brandon Lowe and Brian Reynolds. Sorry. Yeah, Brandon Lowe and Brian Reynolds. B&B. Those guys absolutely dominate Jameson. 4 for 14, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs for Brandon Lowe. Reynolds, 6 for 22, 1 home run, 1 RBI. We do got Mr. B. Lowe in the home run slip as well with Vargas and Rice. But we're taking Spencer Horowitz in this leadoff position. Should get on base fairly easily. Who knows? Could get a stolen base too. But we got, like I said, we got those 2 dogs behind him, Lowe and Reynolds. Should bring him in as long as he gets on base at least once today. We got his fantasy score as well for, I think it's 5. So that's the next gentleman going on our slip. Braves versus Red Sox. I really wanted to not necessarily stay away, but I actually wanted to go Drake Baldwin here, but he's still not playing for the Braves. He's out of that lineup again. I think they said quadriceps or something. I forgot what the injury was, but he's not playing again. So I'm just going to trust one of my favorite guys, at least, from the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. Batting in that 2 spot, batting behind Duran, batting in front of Abreu and Contreras. We're hoping he gets a half hits, runs, RBI. Just one. A single hit on the day, single run, single RBI. Just one of them against Bryce Elder, who's been kind of on a tear lately, but they're playing Boston tonight. I'm just going to go with my gut and fade Bryce Elder. Can't be that good every single game. He's actually been giving up a lot of hits. Pitching staff, or the coach in general, is just keeping him in for a lot of these games where he's having like 5, 6 hits, 2, 3 earned runs. Doesn't sound crazy, but I don't think I want my guy getting rocked how he is lately. But if they're going to keep throwing him out there and keep him out there, we'll take advantage of that. And like I said, we'll go with Ceddanne Rafaela, a half hits, runs, RBIs. Reds versus Mets, next game up. We're going to skip that one. Let all the misery go to Frank the Tank. I don't want to bet on the Mets. Don't want to bet on the Reds. Spencer Steer, you kind of messed us up yesterday. You're lucky that Rooker went 0-4 and we missed by 2. But yeah, we're staying away from this Reds team. Absolutely staying away from the Mets team. They can't get anything done. But if you wanted to go with anybody from the Mets today, I'd go Bo Bichette. But he's not making it on my slips. Just not happening. Skipping that game. Twins versus White Sox. Next game up. Back in Southside Chicago. I do think Murakami goes deep tonight. But, like I said, he is not on my slip tonight. It's Miguel Vargas going on that home run slip. As well as Chase Meadroth batting in that leadoff spot against Connor Prelip, the lefty. Meadroth has great numbers against the lefties this year. I expect him to continue to have good numbers against lefties. In that leadoff spot, should be able to get us 1.5 total bases today. Has to start off hot. Has to get on base the very first at bat. That's what I want to see. Obviously, he could get a double in his last at bat. Nothing would matter. But I want to see a single in his first at bat. Get on base. Get brought in. Let those bats go to work. The White Sox should win this game. They got this new guy, David Sandlin, making his debut tonight for them. I think they get behind their guy at home. I think they take this dub against Minnesota tonight. Like I said, Chase Meadroth, 1.5 total bases. Next game up, last gentleman going on our main slip, Yankees versus Royals. Same thing with this one. I was going to stay away, like with the Red Sox and Braves, but Bellinger's been hot. He's going to stay hot for us. Former Dodger. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs against Noah Cameron. Garrett Cole's on the mound for the Yankees. I thought this could be a pitcher's duel, but the Yankees have been beating the crap out of the Royals in the last couple games, so I expect them to keep that trend going. I did want to go Paul Goldschmidt. He does have great numbers against lefties. Not the greatest history against Mr. Noah Cameron. He is 0 for 3, 1 strikeout. Small sample size, but I believe Cody Bellinger gets this probably in the second inning. I think Goldschmidt, Rice, Judge don't immediately get on base. Bellinger does, and Rosario or Volpe bring this kid in. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Bellinger could do this by himself. Hits a solo home run and brings himself in. That'd be great. And like I said, we do got Ben Rice on the Yabo slip. He does have a home run against Noah Cameron, and statistically, Ben Rice is batting probably the best against lefties on this Yankee team right now. He has 15 hits, 1 double, 5 homers for Ben Rice, batting .283 against lefties. He is a lefty himself, so it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, he sees it better. He sees it better from the left side. So, Yankees versus Royals. Like I said, Bellinger, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Astros versus Rangers. Don't really like this game. I was going to fade the Astros, the Trastros, and take a Ranger, but something doesn't sit right with me there. I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I was like, too much back and forth. We're not going over there. We're not playing that game. So, we're skipping it. You got Mike Burrows versus Jacob deGrom. DeGrom could have a really good game and have 8 strikeouts, or he could get absolutely rocked. One or the other. And I'm gonna stay away from that cheating team, that Trastros. I don't want to deal with them. I'm not doing it. Next game up, last game up on the night, you got our boys, Dodgers versus Rockies. Ohtani on the mound tonight. I just put K's. I did call the Mookie Betts home run yesterday. Gentleman had 2. He's back and better than ever. We did lose Kike again. Not good. Not cool at all. I think he should get back within a couple of weeks. He just needs to take it slow and not try to rush himself back. We need him during postseason, obviously. I'm calling it right now, Max Muncy, a home run tonight against, I forgot his first name, but it's Tamaka? No. Soon something. God dang it. Now Sugano. His last name's Sugano, but what's his first name? Yeah. Oh, Tomiyaki. Sugano Tomiyaki. Muncy is going to go Yabo against him tonight. Sugano doesn't have the greatest numbers against lefties. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Shohei tonight. If they're going to let him bat while he pitches. If he does, it's not far-fetched to say it's the unicorn. But if he does pitch and hit tonight, 8 strikeout. Well, see, last time they took him out and he got a home run and like 4 strikeouts. So if you guys keep him in, chance between 6 to 8 strikeouts tonight with a home run, leaving the yard. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the last game on the notebook today. Like I said, signed off by your boy Juice. Sound like a broken record, but I'm feeling it. I feel good about today. Let's check on that Rays score real quick. Let's see what happened over there. That sucks. I saw somebody score, but it wasn't them. It's the Orioles. 2-0. Henderson homered and scored Taylor Ward. That's okay. Whew. This is relieving. Aranda single. So he did get 3 points right there. That is huge. That's absolutely huge for our slip. That was scaring me for a second because I knew he was going to come up and it just wasn't good. But he did get us 3 points. And while we're there, I'll go ahead and read off the rest of the slip. Let me see if I can get a better. So, Jonathan Aranda, 5.5 fantasy score. He did start us off pretty good with a single, so he's at 3. Needs 3 more. That's a hit. That's another single. RBI or stolen base or double. Just get it done. Spencer Horwitz has not came up to bat. The game started, but he's not came up to bat yet. Also a fantasy score of 5. So he basically needs 6 just as well as Aranda. And then Sedan Rafael. Somebody please tell me if I'm saying his name right. I'm pretty sure it's Sedan. I have it spelled differently on here, but Sedan Rafaela. A half hits, runs, or RBI. And Cody Bellinger, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Chase Midra to finish off the night. 1.5 total bases. $13 to pay $208 on the night. It's our only slip, our main slip for MLB, besides the home run slip that I'm going to show you right now. I did not place it on Prize Picks because payout was absolutely garbage. Basura. Roo. And there goes Buddy. All right, Buddy. All right. Nagging over there. Let me see. You locked it in right there? All right. There it is. Brandon Lowe, Miguel Vargas, Ben freaking Rice. $8 to win, $1,200, $1,226.97. Gentlemen, step up to the plate, get the job done. Go Yabo, leave the yard, hit some freaking dingers. Bring us home some cash tonight, boys. Let's get it done. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the slips. Getting some goofy messages right now. I don't care. Oh, real quick, because we do have the tournament starting tomorrow. Let me see if I can find it. Of course, I'm sorry, guys. I was about to finish up and log off. Okay. You got the Charles Schwab Challenge starting tomorrow. We are going heavy again on our guy, Eric Van Ruin. Boom or bust with him right now. I think I'm going to be betting him the entire rest of the season until he wins. Hideki could possibly win this. I don't know what's going on. I thought Scotty and Colin Morikawa would be playing. I don't see him anywhere in the field. I don't know what's going on. I guess I just don't know anything about golf. We do have a 4-legger. Okay, I was scared. I thought he got this wrong. Top 10 finish for 3 gentlemen, and then a top 20 finish for another gentleman. Russell Henley, Ashke Bashia, Alex Smalley to finish top 10 in this week's tournament. Okay, and then Pearson, Cootie Pants Cootie to finish top 20. $7 to pay 1,000, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Schwab Challenge, and then like I said, Eric Van Ruin, $8 to win 1,000. I don't have that completely locked in yet, but I guess I'll show you a little draft of it. There it is, right here. EVR. So you guys know I am definitely betting on my boy again this week. $8 to win 1,400. Sorry. But that is it. Those are our guys for this weekend. Hopefully we get a round in on Saturday. Go hit some more birdies. I don't know. Got one on last Sunday. It was pretty awesome. It was dope. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much, so much, so much. That frog, I don't know. That could be the worst luck or the best luck of all time. There used to be a dice in there, so it's definitely not good luck. It's gone. I don't know where it's at. I appreciate you guys tapping in, watching Lab Session 98, Episode 98. Bet with Juice. Let's hit some bets tonight. Peace.